Good evening, afternoon, morning. Ladies and gentlemen, lovely to be here.
We're covering all the time zones there.
Lovely to have Mr. Nisbet back with me today as well.
Nice to be back.
I see a few of you out there watching already, so if you can let us know if you're here and everything okay, that'd be great. I'll stick the comments on. We are in, no, where are we? We're in Unst. We're at the SaxaVord Spaceport today. This is us getting the sessions going again, with the hope that, Barry, we're going to open this up to the public in this bar in the near future, that folk can come along on a Sunday.
It'll be a rowdy mass
And have a tune.
over there.
And we'll do the live broadcasts all over the world at the same time as the Rowdy Master playing pool up the background there. So anyway, wonderful to be back with you. Please remember and hit the share button, folks. This is the SaxaVord Sessions with the SaxaVord Spaceport in Shetland. And I'm going to start off with a wee tune called The Conundrum. What better?
Smashing.
Then, lovely to see you, Mary. I hope you can hear us all. Okay, she says, nice to see you back. And John Peterson is in Girl still watching. Let me know, folks, if you can hear us all right and it's sounding fine. This is a nice wee setting we've got now,
Lovely.
Barry. Look at this,
Yeah.
we've got wee windows at the back.
Professionals on it now.
Right. 8 out of 8. Set of 2-4 pipe matches for you there, folks. Lovely to see so many people joining us already, considering this is the first time we've been back for a while. This is the SaxaVord Sessions. What do you think of this new look? I think this new looks good. Alistair set this up. Alistair Gray is sitting here, and he's got us looking better than we've ever looked, I think.
It's a nice room. It's very intimate. It's lovely.
We're looking,
Colourful.
we're looking nice,
well
we're looking
lit.
good there, that's great. Dave Sinton's working away with the sound. Hopefully you can hear us all. Everybody's saying it sounds good, Davey. So there you go. So no bad at all. Right, so that was that. That was the conundrum and John Carmichael's farewell to Scotland. That was that one. A wee bit of feedback on this mic here, Davey, just a wee bit. There we go. And that's us. Lovely to see you all joining. Please keep sharing. Hit the share button. We're building it all up again. We're hoping to be here every Sunday. And as I said, we're hoping to open this session up. And it's in the bar called the Top Gun Bar. That makes sense for rockets and aeroplanes and
Do you
things.
think some of the original cast might join us
Do
sometime?
you think so? Tom Cruise sneaks along with him. So, but I do see a dentist chair up in the top corner there. That's an interesting addition to the
Yeah, if you're needing that at the bar,
next to the pool table. It's all set up for everything here, a bit of everything.
you can get your teeth done in a glass of rum all at the same time.
Back to your old sailing days, that.
Oh,
eh?
I know.
Glass of rum and a tooth.
Strapped to the chair, stick the bite on, glass of rum, that'll sort you.
Have you got any songs up your sleeve?
We
for
could
us
do.
today?
Should we
That'd
go
be good, eh?
humorous or?
Oh, whatever
Yeah.
you fancy, whatever you think that gentlemen people would like out there.
Yeah, we could
Gentlemen and
maybe
ladies.
start off with a local song then, when we did in the
Good.
lounge last week. Should we try that?
Oh yeah, what tune's that?
This is one about 3 old men for glue.
Oh boy, you'll have to explain this to the folk at home, Barry. This is in Shetland dialect for you folks, but
Well, I mean, I'm guessing we might have a few folk here that need a translation,
yes,
do we? Aye,
I
so,
think so.
we'll give you a pretty translation. If you don't speak Shetland, don't worry. This will be a comprehensive lesson in Shetland.
And don't worry, Davey, I'm turning down a wee bit here just to sit back.
So this is a song about getting the pits home, which we'll explain more as we go along.
You better tell them what date there's folk to America watching here.
Okay, yeah. Well, a pit is a pit is what we traditionally use for solid fuel here in Shetland. It's cut for the hill with great labour, and the whole summer is generally spent traditionally cutting the pits, rearranging the pits, getting the pits dry.
Just to stay warm in the winter.
It's just to stay warm. They say a pit warms you 7 times, and they often say that doesn't include the time you burn it because it doesn't give you much heat really. But come August, you're generally thinking it's about time to bring the pits home for the pit hill. And you'll have a bit of a gathering of folk to give you a hand. 3 old men for glue, gate to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue, great to get the pits in. So that's Gloop, is a village in the north end of Yell. And this is 3 old men for that village went to fetch the pits home sometime in August. 3 old men for Gloop and a flask of soup, gate to get the pits in. So they brought some sustenance with them. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, gate to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, gate to get the pits in. So that's 2 or 3 people from the area. Don't worry, there's no swear words in this song. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, gate to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player that's never been the same, for something cake to me like be a dram, gate to get the pits in. We were just speaking about tip players with Davey just before we started, and this is an old cassette player that the 3 old men have brought to the hill with them so they can have some music while they work. But it's never been the same since one of their neighbours kicked it one night when he'd had a few drinks. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player that's never been the same, for something cake to me like be a dram, gate to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. Some in cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. Gate to get the pits in. That's Bob, the black Shetland collie dog, who's all muddy from the bog, and he's got a chewed off ear. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. 8 to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And an old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of easy start and a drum of oil. 8 to get the pits in. So that's my grandfather's tractor. It's an old grey Massey Ferguson, 1949. Probably came to Shetland through the Lend-Lease scheme after the war. And it drank oil like you would not believe. And it usually needed about 2 cans of Easy Start to get it running every August, because it was the only time it was ever used to finish up with. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And our old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of Easy Start and a drum of oil. Get to get the pits in. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And an old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of Easy Start and a drum of oil. And a cully old man with a cunty van, with a back full of shovels, traffic cones, and a kiss of beer for when he got done. Get to get the pits in. That's a cully of a man. And if you know who he is, you know who he is. He has a council van, and the back is full of shovels, traffic cones, and of course a case of finest McEwen's export for when the job's done. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And our old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of Easy Start and a drum of oil, can of Easy Start and a drum of oil, and a cully of old man with a cunty van, with a back full of shovels, traffic cones, and a kiss of beer for when he got done. Get to get the bits in. One more verse. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. Some cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of Easy Start and a drum of oil, and a cully of old man with a cunty van, with a back full of shovels, traffic cones, and a kiss of beer for when he got done. A couple of planks just to get it to the stank, and 3 old women that helped with a toilet after done on a boat getting in the oil. Get to get the pits in. That's a few planks of wood in case the tractor gets bogged in, which it will. And 3 old women that help with the work, that were hard to remark occasionally that it might be convenient in future years to install an alternative source of heating. I think that's the translation. 3 old men for glue, and a flask of soup, and 2 or 3 folk fair in the boot, and an old tip player, it's never been the same. The same cake to me like we a dram. And Bob, the big black Shetland dog, got her for the bug and we a showed off lug. And an old Massey Ferguson that spluttered and toiled, the can of Easy Start and a drum of oil, and a cully of old man with a cunty van, with a back full of shovels, traffic cones, and a kiss of beer for when they got done. A couple of planks and just to get it to the stag, 3 old women that helped with the toilet, after running on a boat getting in the oil. Get to get the pits in. And he wasn't a dry. There you go.
There you go. So that's a wee bit of education for you today, folks, on some Shetland dialect and peat cutting.
Yeah, it's a comprehensive
Yeah.
picture, I think.
I don't think I've ever cut a peat in my life.
It's never cut a pit, Peter.
No, I've played the Tusker many times, but I've never
Try cutting the pit.
never cut the peat.
Come to North Yale in May and we'll remedy that.
Might be the ending. Yes, everybody out there's hearing us absolutely fine, I think. They're all giving us little nice smiley faces and things. And things like that. So Elizabeth Mann says, very good, Barry.
Okay. Yep.
A yell like that.
He might still be well familiar with the scene as well. I would
Yeah,
think.
I'm
Yep.
sure Elizabeth kens exactly what you're speaking about.
If you know, you know, as they say. Milo, how are you doing? Davey says hello, Milo, if you're watching. I'll be seeing Milo in a couple of hours' time
Cool.
at the Colliver Fiddle group, so I'll pass it on then if not now.
Here is, this is the SaxaVord Sessions. Folks, keep sharing, keep hitting that share button, let as many folk know about it as possible. This is us getting going again. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. So if you look up SaxaVord Sessions, if you want to find it on YouTube, that means you can watch it in the big telly. You can watch it in the telly in the living room then.
Yep.
Imagine that, Barry, you and me just
On the wall, kind of.
Just as they're trying to digest their Sunday dinner and
as if we
we
were in
turn
the
up.
room, aye. No.
Better than Alka-Seltzer, that's
Nothing
what I
better.
say. Anyway, right, here's a wee set of reels for you. This is for a country dance in Scotland called Jessie's Hornpipe. And the original tune is called The Tun. And that's followed by The Rose Tree, Bill Sutherland, and the last one's a wee old tune called Davy Knick-Knack, which is a smashing wee tune that everybody plays in G. I don't think it really works in G, and I heard Alec MacArthur playing it in B flat, and I thought, that's much better.
Okay.
So it worked. So there we go. So here's a wee set of reels. Enjoy, folks. Have a wee hugh round your kitchen flare. There we go. G, Barry. folks. A wee set of reels to get us going. Alistair's listening, there's obviously a delay. We're still playing by the time he's finished. There we go. Right, lovely to see so many folk. Let's know what the weather's like with you folks today down there, or wherever you are in the world.
It's a fairly good bet that it's down there.
It's a fairly good bit, it's down there for us, but we've had a snowy week again.
Yeah, snow, gales, wheat, a bit.
Yeah, and I said to you, so much for climate change, and you said, but it is because of
I
climate
fear
change.
so. Mhm.
That's what's given us snow again, I'm afraid. I didn't think it that way. I thought we were going back to 40 years ago, but we're not really. So. But there we go. So Barry and I had a fantastically busy time. Certainly last week, the week before, was it? It was Lerwick up Hellier week, I can't mind. How
It's a
many
bit of a
bookings?
blur, aye. It's,
Six,
six in a week.
Six in a week,
6 and
or
7
something
days.
like that. And one of them was 12 hours. Because we started at 9 o'clock at night, well, 11 hours, and finished about 8 in the morning. But time for breakfast, time for a bacon roll.
Rolling asleep.
So that was that. And talking of food, by the way, I'm going to do a little plug here in the show. If Andy's about on a Friday, Saturday night, the Hill Shop, Isles Eat in Mid-Yell, are opened up for food again, and we went, and it was fantastic. Fantastic. I had a surf and turf and a flatbread. Oh,
What did they come with, scallops or something?
scallops and
yeah.
prawns and
Nice, the local
bacon.
produce.
Oh my goodness, it was lovely. Anyway, so if you're up that way, go and get something to eat. The Hill Shop, really, really nice. Anyway, folks, tell us what's the weather like with you and where you are. We love to see where you are in the world when you're watching this one and what is going on. Barry, you fancying a song or a tune or what, maybe another song?
I could do a song or a, yeah.
Fancy.
I was thinking about one of mine before this time.
Sounds good to me.
Just because the winter's kind of been wearing on a bit now. This is a song about looking towards the summer.
All right.
It's
Okay.
got come in the summertime. Have we played this before?
I don't think we have. I
Oh,
like the
sorry,
way you
did it?
spring these ones on me. But there we go.
I'll try and give you some warning in future occasions.
Just tell me the key and
This is
where.
an A anyway, so
Are you
no,
sure? You're not going to do an
Yeah,
A flat
I
on
know,
me.
it's no F sharps this week. If I start an F sharp, stop me.
Sounds good.
Just breathe them back for that.
What's this about then, Barry?
This is just a song I wrote when I was a long way from home. So this is a song thinking about home
Oh,
in the summer.
where were you?
I was in Australia. I was in the middle of.
Well, can I really get much further?
I was in the Great Northern Desert at the time, and I was thinking just how nice it was going to be back in for.
I take it you weren't sailing.
Not
The Great
unless the
Northern
ship of the
Desert.
desert, Peter. No, that was. I was testing it how it felt to be as far for the sea as you can nearly possibly get, and
Well,
yeah,
that must have been odd for you.
it was different. I liked it, but I mean, we stood on a kind of patch of green, and the guy I was working for said, "Look out there," and there was kind of open desert as far as you could see for about 30 miles in all directions, and he says, "You've got nothing like this back home, do you?" And I said, "Well, the nearest thing we have to this would be the sea.
The sea, yeah.
It's an inhospitable environment that you have to kind of take great care and setting out into. So
So this is a song about home.
this is a song about him. That's that old thing about singing about Scotland when you're there, Ken.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's thinking about summer as well. So this is good. Come in the summertime. Come in the summertime, when the days are long and we can come home late. Watch the sun come up. Come in the summertime, for sunny days remind me of you and the places that we travel to. Come in the summertime, for that is when my world is in its prime. I tell you, it's so fine. Come in the summertime, and I'll take you to the places that I promised that we'd go to on those long nights. Out here in the wilderness, I sit without a friend, but I'm fine, 'cause the stars above Old friend of mine, come in the summertime. We can cast our souls aloft to catch the wind and see just where it takes us. Come in the summertime, we can watch the waves come rushing up the beach and know where it's out of reach. Out here in the wilderness, I sit without a friend, but I'm fine, 'cause the stars above are old friends of mine, old friend of mine. Old friend of mine, old friend of mine. Summertime, we can dream about those moments from the past where we lead such lives, you and I. Come in the summertime, we can play our music like we used to do when we had the chance to. Come in the summertime, beneath the starry northern sky, oh star of mine. Come in the summertime, we can dream about the future, 'cause we're dreamers and we're doers, you and I. Out here in the wilderness, I sit without a friend, but I'm fine, 'cause the stars above are old friends of mine, old friend of mine. Old friend of mine, old friend of mine.
Thank you. Nice.
Davey.
Super duper. Right, we're going to get the fiddle out.
Yeah,
Let's get the fiddle out. Gloria says, sorry, she's a wee bit late. Dinna you worry, Gloria. We'll be here at 1:30 on Sundays now for a while. And you can always watch this back, folks. Remember, it's recorded, and you can just go and watch it back whenever you fancy. So there's nobody really telling me very much here about the weather, apart from Marion, who says it's a bit dreich in her broth.
Okay.
Marion says it's a bit dreich in her broth. Yeah, what's different? That's her broth. Davy says, the seagulls have got a lighthouse off her broth, haven't they?
Bell Rock.
The best
Good
smokies.
smokies.
Good smokies. What do you fancy, Barry? What would you-
Aye, some, you mentioned the Tushka, some of that stuff would be fine,
Sounds
eh?
good to me. Sounds good. Let's do it.
And the Ronnie Cooper set would we do? Susan Cooper and Milbury.
Sounds good.
Classics.
Here we go. Some Shetland tunes for you by the late Ronnie Cooper, folks. Enjoy. Mary says it's wet and windy in Burrowville.
Aye, I believe you.
We believe, yeah, that's.
Yep.
And Gloria says, where's the wee Doug? Oh, that's my wee Doug. It's at home. It doesn't come to here.
My pretty dug his home too. I did
Yeah.
speak about it. He'd be a nightmare.
Yeah,
He'd be eating cables and...
yeah. Burn itself in the heater.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't go well.
There we go.
1, 2, 3.
There we go, there we go. Davey got a surprise there, everyone went lewd for a minute. Anyway, right, there we go, folks. Gloria says she's got us on the big telly.
Ah, very good.
And I think that lady there, Lindsay Nisbet, I think you know her quite well.
Hi, ma'am.
She says we had a we had a pretty spelly warm sunshine here in London. Oh, she in London.
We're in London, yeah.
My goodness.
A few degrees warmer there than
Not
us,
bad,
I would
not
think.
bad,
Yeah.
There we go. So super. I'm glad you're enjoying us today. Nice to see so many folk watching for the first show that we're back for a while. As I said, we're developing this one now. We're in new premises. We're in, what did this used to be? This was the old Navy. NAFI. Oh, this was the old NAFI shop at this, up in SaxaVord.
And it was a bar, wasn't it? There was a bar associated with that. Yeah.
So here we are. So, and it's now the Top Gun bar since we're blasting space rockets off soon
yeah,
and all that kind of nonsense. I think it's all go here again. So, Tom Cruise. I was just thinking, does a rocket, when it goes to launch, does it have to go by your front door, Davy, on the way up the hill? Aye. You'll be able to give us a bit of warning then. Here's a couple of waltzes for you this time. The first one's a Gordon Patillo tune that a lot of folk asked for, called The Furrow's End. And the second tune is a tune called The Boys of the Mary L. That was written by Ewan McGowan down in Dumfries. The Mary L was a fishing boat from Kirkcudbright, I think. It was Kirkcudbright that got lost at sea. And Ewan wrote this as a kind of fundraiser.
It's a lovely tune.
Yes, right, where are we? So A first, A and F. Bonnie Jones. A hello to my mum down in Lanarkshire as well. I think they've maybe got snow now, actually. Is snow now coming from south or something? I don't know. Not very sure. Susan says, good morning, gents, from the lovely United States state of Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Maryland, Davy?
Pat's niece is in Maryland.
Davy, our sound engineer today here, Susan, his wife's niece lives in Maryland, so there we go. Small
And the
world.
got Shetland hats with a horn. For Christmas.
What else? What else?
The bairns have Shetland hats with the horns on, so there you go. That's great.
Great stuff. What, will we manage another wee song?
I could have done McPherson's Rant or something.
Oh, yes.
But a
yes,
bit more
let's do that. That's a good one. Aye.
F major.
That's the very fellow.
Yeah.
He's quite a fellow, McPherson, wasn't he?
Do you ken much about him? Apart from, there's a lot in the song.
Yeah, apart from he used to rustle cattle, didn't he?
Aye.
Right.
He went about the hills wearing a jacket made out of old crisp packets. He was a rustler.
That one fell. That one.
I've got a button here that says
Who's done for rustling?
crap button.
Is this why we? Is this why we need a bar full of folk
That's why.
to get a reaction to the
That's why
jokes?
we need still an alcohol.
Aye.
We used to say the drunker the audience are, the better we sound. And the drunker we are, the better we think we sound.
Yeah, you're right. We should try it.
McPherson, yeah. he was
McPherson's
carrying.
Rant. Yeah. Farewell, ye dungeons dark and strong, a braw farewell to thee. McPherson's time will nae be long by yonder gallows tree. I was by woman's treacherous hand that I am condemned to die. She called me out her windowsill, and a blanket she threw over me. I see rantingly, and she wantonly, she dauntingly did he. And he's played a tune, and he's danced the room beneath the gallows tree. I'd a Highland grant, that Highland sant, that verse set on to me, has played the cause of Peter Broom, I've set McPherson free. So come take these bonds frae off my hands, and gie to me my sword. For there's nae man in all Scotland I will take a man to sword. I see wantonly, and see wantonly, see wantonly, he's played a tune and he's danced the rooms beneath the gallows tree. Well, there's some come here to see me hang, and some to buy my fiddle. But before I will part wi' her, I will break her through her middle. So he takes his fiddle in both his hands, and he breaks her over esteem, saying, "Nay, the ring will play on thee when I am deed and me." I see rantingly, and see wantonly, see dauntingly did he. And he's played a tune and he's danced around beneath the gallows tree. Well, little did my mother think, when first she cradled me, that I would tack to the roving trade and die on the gallows tree. Well, the Prix was coming o'er the Brigaband for to set Macpherson free. So they pat the clock on 4:15 and they hanged him frae the tree. I see Ranton Lee and see Wanton Lee, see Danton Lee, gate he. And he's played a tune and he's danced around beneath the gallows tree. I see Ranton Lee and see Wanton Lee, see Danton Lee, gate he. And he's played a tune and he's danced it around beneath the gallows tree.
Cool. Good old Macpherson, eh? That'd just be my luck that the clock would be going fast, wouldn't it?
I have a feeling it was more than just bad luck, sadly. I fear there was a hand involved in that.
Bonnie says hello from Milwaukee.
That's my girl.
Davey's pleased to see Bonnie from Milwaukee. Man. Alison's down in Lockerbie. Marissa Bryce down in, I think Marissa's in Fife. Marissa is usually out playing somewhere. She must be one of the busiest piano players in the Scottish dance music scene. I'm surprised. And she said there's 2 clubs on this afternoon. That seems to be a kind of in thing just now, having accordion clubs on Sunday afternoons.
It's a great time for a gig. I've always been a fan of a Sunday afternoon gig.
Yeah, it means everybody can go, doesn't it? It means family can go and things
Absolutely,
like that. Well,
and it's just a nice kind of relaxed.
well,
time to listen to music.
that's what we'll be doing here.
That's it.
Hopefully, that's it. Might get Davey even to bring a combo in and something for us to look at.
That would be good.
The thought of tuning it just went through his head there again.
We could just do an hour of tuning the combo.
Eli Matheson says hello from Glasgow.
Oh, bless you.
Aye, Liz.
I was wondering where he is. Where is he?
He's at the concert.
Oh.
Ah, very good. Who's playing?
Yeah, that's Eli.
Eli, who's playing?
Eli, who's playing? Who are you away to see? It better be good that you're missing here. Everyone's working nearly, yeah. Here's a wee 2-steppy set for you this time. This is some Irishy kind of tunes. I think we'll do this and then what about we finish off singing the Irish Rover Lady or something
can
like
easily
that.
do
We
that,
could
yeah, no
for a
problem.
laugh, eh? Here's a wee set of Irish 2-steppy tunes first with my shillelagh under my arm. Did I say that right? Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, is that the weapon? That's the...
Is it?
Aye, I
What
think
is
so.
it? What is a shillelagh?
A novel carry.
A what?
A stick with a knob in the end of it.
A stick with a knob in the end. It could
Gives you a bit extra. A bit of extra.
You should know what a knob carry is.
I never came across one. Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
I see. See the things you learn on the Sunday sessions. Anyway, here it is. That, and then I think, well, the second one's got a funny name, but I think it's actually Paddy and the Bricks song, you know, when Paddy dropped the bricks on himself and all that.
the
Bricklayer.
barrel song.
Barrel song.
Aye,
Yeah, I think it's it.
Am I singing the song in my head when you play it? So
Yeah,
I'll be...
right, here we go. Let's take D to begin with. 2, 3.
That is why. Roll them down from such a height was not a good idea. I went to see the foreman twice, he is an actress.
finishing off with the Irish washerwoman. Eli says he's away to see Noah Cahan.
Oh, okay. Only vaguely aware, I'm afraid.
Who's that, David? Noah Cahan.
75 for God's sake, how would that?
I've heard of Noah's Ark. But that was it. There was a question on the telly last night. How many like human beings were on Noah's Ark?
Oh, I can't mind.
See that?
There was sons, wasn't there? There was
Yeah,
Ham
you've
and
got it.
Shem.
Yeah,
and there
you've
was all
got it.
sorts of-
See, there was 8 in total.
I can
Because
mind.
their wives were there. Can't go anywhere without your wife.
Captain Ahab here with Bible.
Anyway, there we go. Dorothy Thompson's watching us as well. And well, anyway, Eli, I hope you enjoy Noah, whoever it is.
Yeah, enjoy the gig.
Brilliant to see so many folk watching. Oh, Eli says he is #1 in the charts.
Nah. I can't I should have tuned in this
Yeah.
week.
The Shetland charts.
The Shetland charts. No, our charts, obviously. Right, anyway. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful being back today. That's flown in really quick, that hour. But we're going to finish off now. Thanks for joining us. Share about and try and come back and see us next week. We'll be in here and it's looking good and we'll hopefully get it all sorted out.
Eli will be in charge, so we're in the suit.
Eli, #1 Eli.
He'll keep us nice and current.
He'll keep us
Keep
current.
it nice
Yeah,
and up to date.
we need somebody to kind of keep us up to date. This is the Irish Rover. Since we're doing Irish, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Here's the Irish Rover with a couple of reels in the end. So sing along and dance along. Viola says, what is the origins of your name, Hayhurst? Mine is the Manchester area of England, where my young great-granddad immigrated with his family to the port of New York City in 1850.
Oh, aye.
There we go. What else can we say, Davy? No, nothing else.
I had a great grandfather that emigrated, but he came back again.
Oh, no.
So he was in Australia for about 15 years, I think. And
Then come back.
came home and had a family
There you go.
back in North York.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. I do hope you've enjoyed yourselves. And we're off. A, 2, hey.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet cove of Cork. We were sailing away with the cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and oh how the trade winds drove her. She stood several blasts, she had 57 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of bone. We had 3 million sides of old blind horses' hides. We had 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million hogs and 6 million dogs, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million bales of old nanny goats' tails in the hold of the Irish Rover. There was old Mickey Coote, who played hard on his flute, and the ladies lined up for the set. He was tippling with skill for each sparkling quadrille, though the dancers were fluttered and bit. With his smart, witty talk, he was cock-o' the walk, as he rolled the dames under and over. You all knew at a glance when he took up his stance that he sailed on the Irish Rover. And there was Barney McGee from the banks o' the Lee, there was Hogan from County Tyrone, there was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work and a man from Westmeath named Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and fighting Bill Tracy from Dover, and your man Mike McCann from the Banks o' the Ban was the skipper on the Irish Rover. Well, we had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and the ship lost its way in the fog. And that whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock, Lord, what a shock. The bulkhead was turned right over, turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. Was the last of the Irish Rover. Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, folks, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks
Take care.
very much.
Cheers, cheers.